Hey Guardians, Ebontis here. Gonna do my solo run through of Challenge of Elders, as it still will get you up to 365 from the actual sigil rewards, and then faction packages from Varix will get you light sensitive gear, I think all the way up to 385 or higher. So keep running Challenge of Elders, still gonna be worthwhile. Modifiers we've got this week are super kill bonus, so definitely bring bad juju, and I think by now each class knows, but warlocks. We're going to be running Stormcaller today. Hope you guys are ready to have some fun. And Fresh Troops and Chaff. So pretty much just no radar, kill everything you see, and you're going to have some extra enemies to kill, or probably just some taken. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so round one is going to be Noru'usk. This is going to be taken Cabal. Main thing you got to worry about with him is don't get too close on the ground. He will smash the ground, and he's got his Axiom dart. We're running Warlock, so your super hopefully will just nicely blast on through the shields. So give the enemies just a little bit to spawn, kind of see which way the boss actually runs to. And then what you want to try and do is use landfall if you've got it. Come up here, a lot of the enemies will come up to the top. And then depending on how many of these guys you can group up together, you can get a lot of them killed in one nice chain. You can get just about the whole map, so super kill bonus, ahoy. So once you've got most of them down, turn around. You're obviously not going to be able to get every enemy every time, but that's what bad juju is for. Keep getting those precision kills where possible, at least. You can't always get everything. Now we do have more enemies coming, so just keep that in mind as well. And then once you're at this point, then it's time just to work on the boss. So just pumping some damage into the boss, so however you want to go ahead and do this, that's fine. I'm just doing a fusion rifle for a change. I always do a sniper rifle, which is probably not a bad one, but, you know, just do what you got. Got reinforcements coming, so then at this point you want to try and build your super back up. As soon as that is ready, then you want to go ahead and come here, Axiom Bolt. There you go. As soon as your super is up, then you want to go ahead and pop that when you can, just to get as much as you can out of your super kills. Super is charged, so now the fun part is trying to figure out when you want to pop it. A good time when all these shield guys are down below you works pretty well. So yeah, try and get as many as possible. I mean, 3,700 out of the first two rounds, that's pretty good. Warlocks do have a bit of an advantage, so just remember that going in. And this room is also going to be your worst room, so if you don't get the best points here, it's still going to be okay because you're going to get better points in the other two rooms anyway. They're a lot more point forgiving. So let's see what remains out here. Bad juju feels just a hair faster, actually. I'm not sure why, but it does. I've got Chaff on, so I don't know if there's anybody else out there, but at this point in time, seems to be going alright. And just keep pumping damage into him. Again, keep your distance from the boss. You do not want him to quake. He will mess you up pretty quickly if he does that one. Got reinforcements going. And again, you just want to try and get out of the way, try and pick off the enemies you can. And just watch the phalanx. Their little shield blasts are going to keep you occupied for a little while. As you can tell, they're fun. And just try and get precision kills where you can. Trying to float across the map right now. Not the best move in the world, but it's happening. And yeah, just keep going for those precision kills, and then if you feel like you're going to get too pinched, just rotate around the map to any of the three kind of safe kind of sides that I tend to use. The boss is playing some nice defense there. Alright, super is charged. It's kind of at that tough debate. Do you want super kills and just wipe everything else out, or do you go for normal kills and then save it up? Trying to find everything I can. Boss is definitely quaking, so keep your distance there. Try and find any stragglers that are left. Got some shield guys over here. Come on. I'll use the occasional grenade just to get them while I'm running across the room here. You don't always get precision kills on those guys, so not a big deal. As I think that's going to be most of the map, I'm just going to go ahead and come up here, try and find the boss. He is literally right below me, so that's cute. Again, there's that quake ability you got to be careful for. And yep, now I'm pretty much completely out of super at this point, so just remember that when you do use your super, you're not going to have it for that next round. So if you do want it, make sure you try and plan accordingly. Watch to your left with Chaff. Those guys will be coming up, including the boss. So if you're up here and you feel like you're getting a few guys coming your direction, grenades are an okay way to go after the phalanx, and then try and get at least back somewhat reserved into this area here. And then just start pumping these guys down. At this level, they go down pretty quick. Seem to be taking a few more hits. Now I'm going to finish these guys off as I've got one more round of damage to do to the boss, and I'm probably just going to go for a full super round. Starting to lose some points, so I want to get a full round of as many efficient points as I can. I had those couple guys on my left over there. Be careful about those if you're standing up here. Only perk of being the level we are now at about 360, I think 368 or 369 max, but yeah, we're definitely over leveled for this, so works in your benefit. Survival is a little bit easier now. And just keep putting damage into him so you can try and get that next damage phase up. Losing a little bit of points, but I'm already at 5,000. About to get that last run here. So now is your kind of hopeful, efficient point to try and pull some of these guys together. Again, just keep trying to melt through here. It's a good path. And then come around here to the left. You'll have a lot of guys in the front as well. If you don't get all of them, you'll get most of them. So 7,200 points, doing fine there. And if we can get the boss, we'll get close to 8 grand. Yeah, losing some points now, so I gotta hurry. Not where I wanted that rocket to go, but oh well. And just trying to finish him off now, so... Oh, come on. There's the 300 deduction I did not want, and I barely missed it. So 7,500 out of the first round. Could be a little better, but definitely should be pretty good run. As I said, Warlocks, you guys get to have a lot of fun this week because Stormcaller, you can melt a lot. And as this is the hardest room and it's the lowest points room, you're going to have a pretty efficient run. So just keep your distance from the boss. I was using a fusion rifle for fun. Normally I use a sniper rifle, so I would probably advise a sniper rifle, but you can mix it up however you want to. I'll go sniper rifle next, just to be a little more on the standard. And I'm just using the Destiny item manager on my computer to move that stuff around, so... Switching it up here. Most things are going to be bad juju, but boss damage from a distance still helps. Round 2 is going to be the Overmind Minotaur Vex. Main thing he's going to do is have the spotted and then binding ability. If he sees you in line of sight and then actually activates that ability, you're going to be in this little dome that you have to shoot your way out of. It's just a big time suck more than anything, so you just don't want to be caught in the middle of that if you can help it. So make sure when you hear that noise or if you see a blue line on you, just get out of line of sight of the boss and you'll be fine. Other than that, pretty straightforward fight. I like to pull out my sniper rifle to get a couple shots on the boss, and then as you saw that blue line, and then line of sight him over here. And pretty much what you want to do is try and pull as many of the enemies out early as you can. You can come over here to this left-hand side. The enemies will be warping around for a minute. And just give yourself a little bit to get some health back. And then as soon as you're up, you want to really try and start frying these guys in nice groups early on. Try and pass the chains down here to the middle. And again, watch for that line of sight. Make sure you dodge that spotted ability. And there you go. So that's probably most of the actual round. Now, unfortunately on this one, I don't have my radar to tell me if all the enemies are there, so it's going to be a bit of a gamble to figure that one out. But you can use this grating to shoot actually at the boss, and if you barely just get over the grating, you can actually shoot him without having to worry about... yeah, and see one point of actually taking your time. You get to find the stragglers that are out there. Wait for that pop to go off. So you'll probably have a couple. There's going to be some that spawn on the left-hand side, so you may not get direct access to them. Now reinforcements are coming at this point. First reinforcements are going to come out of the door to my left, and then this door over here is really the first set. So this is where you want to try and use your precision kills to farm up your super... Apparently I missed this guy over here. And then as soon as you get your super up, of course the hobgoblins are going to do their standard shielding effect. Now there's usually more of Vex over here than you might think, so if you can kill a few Vex, take a second, pull them over here to this side, maybe kill one more. You'll probably have your super up and you'll have a pretty good amount of enemies to kill, so gather your health. Oh, come on. See, this is why you do not want to get stuck in here. It's still relatively okay. I got a decent amount of the guys. I just didn't get as many as I was hoping for with super kill. I don't even think I missed that many, actually. It's the only bad thing about Chaff. I don't know how many guys are left, but I don't see a whole bunch. If you need a safe area to check, come over here. Grab some ammo in the middle. Spotted sometimes is a good time to also pop a synth if you need one, so like special ammo synth. Also, don't forget about 3 of coins every round. We're still trying to use exotics, all of us are, to try and level up. So keep that damage going. My joys of a triple tap sniper. Got this one from the gunsmith. Triple tap, high impact, 4 in the chamber, and if you get 3 precision shots, gets that extra one. It's pretty nice. Kind of enjoyed that one. So, same thing again, try and farm these guys down for your super. Stay out of line of sight of the boss. It's a good time to come back here and just sit tight in a pretty safe corridor. Wait for these guys to work their way out. Now, this middle round here, this is going to be like wave 3, I guess. It's a good time when you actually want to try and build up your super for a full run next time, because you're probably not going to have it this time, and that's kind of one of those debates of when is the best time to use that super, and it's always kind of a toss-up. Again, you'll probably have some stragglers. I'm not getting that many precision kills, or at least as many as I would like, which is a bummer. Alright, I think I got one guy. Yep, over here. Saw this guy. Super's up. I don't have that many guys left to kill, so at this point I'm just going to go ahead and finish these few off with standard shots, and then go for... And if those guys crouch down, make sure you wait that moment so you can get your precision kills, and make sure you line of sight the boss. Try and check for these last couple of guys. We got some slow stragglers apparently. Alright, that's probably going to do it, so I'm going to put some damage into the boss, and now I've got a full super run for the next round of enemies. Alright. And we got reinforcements coming, as the next wave is going to be a little faster. Alright, so now the reinforcements are coming. Now what you really want to do on this wave is pull as many of them to you as close as possible. So Sitting tight, hiding over here, maybe jumping up here. You can pull a lot of the enemies to you, and you can move around, have some mobility, keep your distance from the boss, and just pull so many of these enemies over to you. It's going to save you a little bit of anguish when you use your super. Alright, now's a good time to make sure you're out of line of sight of the boss when he does his effect. And then as soon as he does that, then you can jump up in here and try and gather all the enemies up in the middle that have been sitting tight. It's probably going to be most of the enemies. There's a few stragglers over here again. You're not going to get them all, but you'll get most of them that way. We're at 19,000 already. We're doing pretty good, to be totally honest. Now, unfortunately, as you moved around a little more, a couple of these guys are going to be a little separated. Make sure you line of sight that ability. You don't want to get caught in it. That one time I did. It's just a big waste of time. And don't die from the boss. That's just a bad way to go down. Alright, so finally, finish him off. Get that next wave of enemies to come. Should be any moment, probably. And this one you can keep putting damage into him while you're waiting on the enemies to actually come out. Just because you're going to be waiting on them, for one, them to come out of a door, and two, sorry guys, had to sneeze there. When you pull that last wave of enemies, in a minute, man, maybe, but a little busy right now, you can pull him as close to that low level of damage as you can. Give yourself time to build up a little more super energy. These guys over here are always going to be helpful for that. And give yourself just a little time. Try and build up your super here. I know we're close. Come on, super. Alright. I'm going to run over here. Around the corner. Give these enemies just a second to come to me. And then finish everybody off this way. Good old landfall. He's doing the line of sight thing right now. Make sure you dodge that. And that's a pretty good run, 22,000. Try and find the last couple. The boss is going to give a grand as long as we move pretty quickly. See if there's anybody else out there, which I don't think there is. I think I got most of them. Take your quick eye check and finish them off. This is a good time as well. If you haven't done 3 of coins, pop those. And sometimes it'll be worth it, sometimes not. One more bullet. Probably going to have a point deduction that's going to be frustrating, but come on, give me a shot. There we go. Alright, 23,044, so 23.5, not too shabby. Only got to get to 30 for a weapon. Hey, would you look at that? Exotic engram. Exotic helm, kind of need one of those, so perfect. Yep, don't forget, those things do work. Grab ammo that's around. I know I'm fairly low on special right now. I'll need that for the boss coming up. And the last room will be Hive, which honestly is the easiest for most. Definitely the easiest when it comes to warlocks. Warlocks and super kill bonus, you guys know this is a pretty easy week, so enjoy it. Let's get back here and see what the Hive has to offer. $24, $23, not bad, not too bad on deductions. Haven't had that big hit yet, which is good. Warlocks have that advantage, they get a little speed bonus, so. Alright, so round 3 is going to be Hive. This is going to be the Wretched Knight. This guy's pretty easy, he's just a standard big Hive boomer, and you've got 2 wizards to worry about, and then you're going to have standard acolytes to deal with. They're really easy. Especially if your super is up, you're going to be able to melt most of them down. So I'm going to build up my super and then come back in here for a fresh run. So I'll be right back. Alright, so once you come in here, full super, look for the 2 wizards. You're going to want to kill them as quick as you can find them. And then if you can track those wizards down, you'll be able to pull the rest of the enemies to you. So Still the joys of the raid machine gun. Doesn't really matter what level it is, because if it was decent before, you're still going to be fine. Try and find the two wizards, get precision kills on those. And then honestly, it's time to go have some fun if you can pull the rest of these guys down here. I can melt half the map just by doing that. I got most of them already. See who's left up here around this corner. Now he will slam the ground, but hey, if you got energy left over, you may as well use it. Oh, apparently I had a couple stragglers. Joys of the map. Not letting me know I'm missing a couple guys, but 27,000, that's like $4 grand on the first run. So then just start pumping damage into the boss. It's typically about 8 to 9 shots depending on the strength of your sniper. We're a little stronger now than we used to be with our light level, so may take 8 or 7. Get that extra shot in there. And then wait for the reinforcements to come on out. And again, look for those wizards as quick as you can. It's going to help. Looks like I've got one coming over here on the left. There's this one over here on the right. Alright, there's one down. Oh, this one felt like joining me here in this little compartment. And then now just use your bad juju just to build up your super. And then it's always the debate of if you've got your super up. Apparently I'm not getting precision kill forgiveness right now. I swear they changed that a little bit. But once you get enough of these guys killed, you kind of have the decision to be like, do I pop my super to kill the last enemies, or do I save my super for the next group? And it's a tough call right now. I'm at the point where I'm going to save it, because I feel like I don't have that many left. Of course, my radar may be lying to me, because it's not there. But I feel like there's not that many. Jump up here, see if there's any stragglers up in that middle area. There's not. So I'm just going to go ahead and come across here and land on my typical platform. Now the nice thing about this platform, you can do a lot of damage to him from here, not take too much damage yourself. Reinforcements should be coming shortly. And it's going to be a full super run next time. So I've got reinforcements coming, probably don't want to do any more damage. So then at this point, I need to make sure I pick up some sniper ammo and then also try and pull as many enemies out as possible and try and melt them all. Reinforcements should be coming. So much poison cloud. Jeez. Alright, so decent run, 32. Alright, so keep going. Sorry, I got a random phone call. And just keep melting these guys down with your precision kills. I was like, I've got a couple stragglers hiding somewhere and just can't find them right now. And this guy. Alright, I think that's going to be most of what's out here at the moment. Yeah, that should be good. Come up here. Not going to get my crazy 45,000 like I did last time, just because if you're with other people, you're going to be able to get more precision damage. That's the perk of putting the damage I did into him earlier. And maybe I have more rounds left than I think I do, but it's going to be probably pretty hard for me to get up to 45,000, I think. Thought I had more coming, but I guess I don't. So yeah, try and use your heavy to build up your super, because it's the acolytes that are going to be great for super kills. I'm almost actually up to super kill or super bonus. I probably need like 1 kill here. That's pretty much it. So now I just want to pull these guys down in here, as many as I can down below. And then using landfall for that first part, come over here and then just see how many of these guys are going to be hiding around. Most of them are probably going to be up there. If not up there, they've fallen down here. Not that many to kill. 37,000, doing alright. I know I still got another run going, but I'm not going to have my super for that next group, so again, it's just tough by yourself to get a ton of points, so. Reinforcements are coming, so at this point you can push the boss close to death, just because you're going to be ready to come back up here and finish him off when that time comes. And then also gives you time to build up a little extra super, but not too much is going to be coming at this point. Find your wizards. Take those out pretty quick. Those are always quick kills, and then the rest of the acolytes should start coming to you, probably from the top up there. Alright, so I've got my super up at this point. I don't know how many guys are left though, but I guess we're gonna go find out. So anybody else who wants a piece, come through here. And then potentially if you want to try and kill the boss this way, if you've got enough energy, you might be able to pull it off. And hey, what do you know? I got him.
Enemies die.
And that's a wrap.
You live.
40, almost 42,000. Not quite 45, but if you guys do this with another partner and you guys are sharing orbs to each other, you definitely should be able to get 45,000. So, yep, not too bad on deductions. Hope this was helpful for you guys. I did the Warlock first for a change, just because, hey, seemed like a good idea. And I think I've got a faction package, which will go over 365, and then the sigil itself will not go over 365. So keep that in mind. If you're over 365, the faction is worth going for, but the cumulative and the high score, they're not going to be as beneficial. So thanks again for tuning in. Likes are always appreciated, guys. Check out the main channel, the weekly reset. I'm getting that formatting down pretty well. I just did the solo Nightfall, which is pretty manageable for everybody this week. And I think in all honesty, this one should be decent too. Good luck in the raid, guys. And I will keep the content coming your way. Thanks as always. Have a good one. Bye.